Hey guys, crew of Blind Way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
And we're back with Haikyuu.
Episode 24.
Yes, last time on Haikyuu. Well, we're almost at the end of this match. It was like 24-23.
Yeah, and it was like one of the most stressful episodes I've experienced.
So if that match...
ever.
I assume the match isn't just going to be immediately over. So I bet we're going into overtime. And that's why it's a whole episode. Just for the ending of it.
Volleyball has overtime.
Yes. Yep. That's what I think is going to happen. I think that Kageyama is going to be the primary factor for their victory. And I think Oikawa is going to find a way to deal with that. And become like a better player in person for next time they fight.
Well, I think that the floating jump serve will appear successfully.
Yes.
And that's all I think.
All right. Well,
they might lose.
I've waited long enough. Let's go.
That's like the definition of like comfort food. The only difference is like they're not just crying and sobbing and eating ice cream.
Well, I guess next season's not going to be the rest of the tournament.
I didn't even do the jump float serve.
Nope, not this time.
I was wrong on everything. I had one guess, and it was wrong.
He's a freshman too, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. What's going to happen with the third years? So we're going to lose Daichi, Suga, Asahi, which is the ace.
Yeah.
So now
and
Tanaka has to be the ace. Because he's a second year.
Yeah. And
Nishinoe
is a second year as well. And
Suki is the first year, despite his tallness.
Yeah.
Kageyama and Hinata, obviously.
And then the one guy. I had all their names written down.
The float serve?
Yeah, float serve.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Silence for most of the season.
They grew.
The other player that is even more not involved with the short hair. There's another player. He's always sitting beside Suga.
He's the float serve.
No, there's another player. And Inoshita.
Yeah.
Inoshita. Yeah. There's another player. How could you not know?
I thought he was the float serve guy.
No, there's another guy.
Okay. Well, they grew a lot this season.
So sad.
They become so much more. Kageyama is growing. He's not the lonely king anymore. You could see like what his team turned into when they had Oikawa instead of him.
So you mean Suga?
No.
Oh, he could see what his. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
His old team.
Yeah.
Could turn into when they had Oikawa, who was open and communicative with his teammates. Mm-hmm. So that just shows maybe how much more that their team can grow now that he's heading in that direction as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough just realizing it in that game. It's something he'll have to practice and bring to the table in the future.
If there is a future.
Yeah, I don't know if there will be any more games. I'm sure there will be practices until the end of the school year. Games, I'm not sure. They could do exhibition games if there's not any like.
It's all in the hands of
Takeda,
their superpowered begging teacher. That's his power. That's what they need. Play with us, please.
Yeah, and I wonder how far Abajosai goes, because Oikawa wants to fight. Who was it?
Those other people.
Yeah, I wrote down the name.
I don't want to talk about Abajosai right now. Screw them. What?
Nothing. It's rough, but there is a future. I wonder if we'll... Yeah, I just wonder what will happen with the third years. how much more we'll see of him.
Dang it!
But we're getting new freshmen.
Unless it is Daichi in a costume. And Asa, he shaves his beard and tries to pass himself off as a freshman again. That was so funny. Is there a 30-year-old playing with them?
So who becomes the ace? Is it Hinata? Is it Tanaka?
I feel like Tanaka has the staying power, yeah. And the confidence to just, like, go for it.
Yeah.
I believe in him for everything. He could do anything. He could be the setter, and I'd be like, yeah, go for it!
Yeah, Oikawa made up with his lack of raw talent with just coordinating with his team, like
studying,
allowing his team to reach their fullest potential.
We're talking about Amadosai again!
And also, yeah, reading his opponents and knowing Kageyama, being able to predict. Well, we'll have an opportunity.
He's a stuck-up little turd of a person.
We'll have an opportunity for revenge next time.
He was the first one that was like, yeah, rub it in his freaking face. Like, the other guys, the Iron Wall guys, I was like, I was rooting for them. Like, when they were, like, getting served back, I was like, yes, yes. It was like, just rooting for both sides. It was just like, yes. But this side, it was like, in your face, Oikawa.
I mean, it's nice to see all of them reach their potential after, like, Kageyama gave them so much shit before in middle school. So, like, it's nice seeing him realizing that he was holding them back.
Yeah.
And now, like, he doesn't want that to happen again, and they're just going to be the best team ever, and they're never going to lose again.
He's going to start blaming himself, though. And as soon as he starts blaming himself, he's blaming himself for all of the shortcomings, which means he feels like it's all his job.
No,
he's still...
fine.
I said, as soon as the episode started, I was like, as long as Kageyama stays out of his freaking head. And guess what he did? As soon as we got in the episode, and it got dark, and it was just Kageyama, and it's like all in his head. But he needed to go in there and sort some things out, I guess.
And I liked it, too, where Hinata was like, don't say that throwing it to me was a mistake. Like, Hinata feels the blame as well and is going to strive just that much harder to be better. So when he's in that positioning, because, like, you're Michael Jordan or you're Wayne Gretzky, like, when you're up against the clock, like, you want to throw the ball to the great ones, like, no matter the odds, because they just have a way of overcoming the odds. That's what makes them great. So, like, hopefully Hinata becomes that person, that player.
Sure.
It's a great episode. It was... Stressful, sad, but bittersweet, because I think greater things are to come.
But greater things without Suga and Daichi and Asahi. You're a jerk.
I'm sure they'll still be around.
Yeah, they'll join the Neighborhood Alliance
Maybe
team.
They'll play on their college team. I mean, just think of how much better they've gotten this year. There's a future for them in volleyball if they want it, I think.
I want this future.
All right. Let's finish out this season.
Fine, whatever.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Haikyuu. If you want to see the next one, the last one of the season, you can right now over at patreon.com/blindwave. Full length is there as well, so be sure to check it out. Also, check out twitch.tv/blindwave, where we have VODs of all of our streams, and we stream video games live almost every day of the week.